Hello everyone, I hope you all are fine. Today I'll share with you my seventh digital story, which is about the evolution of virtual worlds for language learning. Before sharing my work, I would like to shed some light on some of the main ideas with regards of the readings in general. With the advancement of technology, it is possible to use what is called virtual worlds for language learning. In fact, when one is being involved or tries the virtual reality world, it gives one a new way to interact with others abroad. For example, let's consider playing at the superficial level. Even though we are dealing with learning, while incidentally one can practice and therefore learn a language. So the practice and learning is just like real time or life. This actually happens when one chooses his or her own avatars or characters, and so consequently it allows one to express his or her personalities differently. Chapter 13 basically focuses on how virtual worlds like Second Life can help with language learning by providing immersive environments in which second language learners can practice skills such as speaking, listening, and writing in real time. So learners they can use avatars to interact in these worlds, which can also reduce their anxiety and at the same time allow them to express themselves more freely. However, when we talk about or examine these chapters, we can see that this chapter emphasizes the importance of designing such tasks that can align with theories of second language acquisitions. The reason here is that to ensure the activities that can have a clear learning goal. The meta-analysis highlights that 3D virtual worlds are effective for improving language skills, such as grammar and vocabulary, and also increase motivation. It shows that goal-oriented worlds, like Minecraft Education Edition, can lead to faster language learning, while social-paced worlds focus more on emotional engagement. Both sources agree that virtual worlds offer authentic learning experiences, but they must be well structured to maximize language development. To reflect on the use of Minecraft Education Editions. For me, yes, I'm familiar with Minecraft, but not the educational edition. It was easy to download it. However, I faced some issues when I tried to start it. So, for instance, as soon as I opened the program or the app after downloading it, it asked me to sign in with my university email. It then starts to freeze. So in that case, I had to force quit so that I can try it again. Even though I tried it many times, I had to restart my computer so that I can reopen it again, hoping it works well with me. I tried the subject kit, then explored literacy and language, and finally finished with the English Adventures Cambridge, as shown in the picture. I found the description, as we can see, of the game interesting and helpful, as it explains what the game is about and how it can benefit the learners. When I started the game, the educational journey begins with simple language that guides the learner and offers interactive options. So, for example, as shown in the picture, it says, "Hello Explorer, welcome to the pilot of Adventures in English with Cambridge." Then it prompts the learners with the question, "Are you ready to start your adventures?" The learners in that situations can interact by choosing yes or no, continuing in this way throughout the game. While this educational game is beneficial, I believe it mainly suits learners who already have a basic understanding of English. Although the game includes a guide on how to play it and different other options, not all learners may be able to fully engage without some explanation from the instructor in that case. One aspect I didn't like about the game is the graphics. Given the advancement in technology nowadays and the fact that most learners, regarding their age, they are now familiar with high quality graphics. So, in that situation, this app might not seem visually engaging for some people or learners. The poor graphic quality may reduce motivation and discourage users from fully enjoying or benefiting from the experience. Virtual worlds align with the prior models for educational technology, such as what we had before SAMR model, consisting of substitutions, augmentations, modification, and finally redefinitions. By offering different levels of technology integration. For instance, at the substitution level, a virtual world can replace the traditional classrooms, as we are familiar with the use of digital environments. In this situation, learners can interact in real time. At the second level, modifications, or let's say redefinition level, virtual worlds allow for more immersive and collaborative learning experiences that wouldn't be possible in the situation of traditional classroom. So these worlds can enhance learning by enabling learners to practice language in authentic and real-life situations, such as navigating a virtual city or as we saw in the previous examples, in which learners they had to interact with the computer. Virtual worlds can also align with one of our previous units, which is motivations. In particular, they can tap into intrinsic motivation by making learning feel more like exploration and also playing. By engaging with language through meaningful and interactive tasks, as we saw before, second language learners are more likely to feel motivated to participate. And so this virtual world can provide a safe space where second language learners can experiment the language without any fear of judgment, which in that situation can increase their confidence as well as their motivations. My lesson plan for this week would be specialized for intermediate learners. Basically, the virtual world I would choose here, Minecraft Education Editions. The main objective, or the objective of this lesson, is that second language learners will practice giving and following directions in English while building and exploring a virtual town in Minecraft education. The material here that we have to consider are the app Minecraft Education Edition, and of course the use for the internet to connect the devices, and also an idea about Minecraft itself. At the same time, something which I believe it's more important is to familiarize the students with a list of the vocabulary that may encounter in the game. To proceed here, first, we need to introduce the vocabulary or the list of vocabulary related in that practice. Let's consider guide, ask, right, left, and so on. So at the same time, the second language learner, they kind of practice by saying the same word. Then we will explain the activities to them, trying to give the learners what is this practice is about, and then try to guide them through this activity. One idea that one or others may not consider or agree on is dividing the learners into small groups. Let's say 2 or 3. So one of the students will act as the leader, so guide the others by taking the step to interact with the task, while the others try to engage at the same times with the leaders, which is their peer. Here we can see that the students interact not only with the technology but also with one another. So, as one student takes on the role of the leader, guiding the others throughout this activity or the virtual world, the rest of the group acts as supporters. So here we can see there is a sort of dynamicity that creates a collaborative environment where all the students are engaged in this task together, interacting with one another in this real time. When we assign a leadership role, or let's say the leader, we are giving a sense of responsibility, and this can enhance their confidence and motivations, the same that apply with the others. At the same time, the supporters actually here are actively involved in this task. They are not only listening but all to the instructions, but also they are providing feedback, or they can ask questions, which that create a sense of shared community or ownership in the learning process. In conclusion, virtual worlds, as we saw in the Minecraft Education Edition and Second Life, provide engaging and interactive platforms for language learning. As I shared with you, these environments can allow learners to practice real-world communication in authentic context that aligns with the second language acquisition theories. Virtual worlds also enhance motivation by promoting collaboration and social interactions, as we saw in the lesson plan. In the lesson plans that I shared with you, you can see that we demonstrated how peer collaborations and leadership roles foster motivations, making language learning more meaningful. Overall, by integrating virtual worlds with structured, goal-oriented tasks, instructors they can create dynamic, immersive learning experiences that can help and enhance both the learning outcomes and also the students' engagement. One last thing that I would like to share is another virtual world with which I'm familiar with. This is immersive language learning that you all can check it in the website. It is actually a virtual world just similar to the Minecraft Education Edition and Second Life. It allows learners to not only use but practice language in real time, but in interactive settings. Actually, it is not only to learn, or as it is for the native to practice native language, but also for a foreign language. So second language learners that actually they can get benefit from using this idea here. So learners engage in conversations, solve problems, and they can also complete tasks in that situation. The benefits that I believe here is that immersive environments can boost language retention and also motivation by making learning more engaging and realistic. Thank you very much for listening to me.